This is Henos' Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, in this video, I want to talk about Kobe Bryant and I want to talk about Dwight Howard. Let me say that again. Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard, aka Mr. Goof Troops. Here's the thing. Dwight Howard didn't understand the magnitude of the player that he was playing with. Kobe Bryant is a living legend. See, folks act like Kobe wasn't nice like that. They want to sit here and act like it's LeBron James. It's LeBron James or bust, right? You know, because you have the LBJ Riders media. You have the LBJ apologists, the LBJ stance, and the LBJ apologists, right? Here's what they have done. Oh, no, my bad. The LBJ Brigade. Here's what they have done. They have completely glossed over or leapfrog Kobe Bryant as if he doesn't even exist. This is why I was trying to tell you guys that Kobe Bryant is the most polarizing player in NBA history. Kevin Durant is the most polarizing player today. So Kevin Durant is only getting, I would say, maybe 10 to 15% of what Kobe Bryant was getting on a daily. But Kobe Bryant is the most polarizing because you guys have to understand, after Michael Jordan, Kobe was the next golden child. The NBA did a 180 on him because of the Colorado situation. Now that is self-inflicted on Kobe's part, but they 180 him. That's basically what they did. They had to go then look for the next golden child. They believed that the next golden child was this kid, this high school kid from Akron, Ohio, right? They saw him at St. Mary's and they was like, oh yeah, we're going to invest in him. And you have to understand, when Nike puts $90 million in you, and the NBA promotes you the way that they do, they have to recoup their investment. So they're going to do whatever it took or whatever it takes to cheat for this guy to make sure that it comes back in their benefactor. We're not stupid here. We're not classic adults and we're not troglodytes, so we understand the magnitude of that. But this is the problem. Kobe Bryant, folks remember how nice Kobe Bryant was. Now you have a lot of these new age and upcoming NBA fans, they're relegated to highlights. But let me explain something to you. Dwight Howard, the Goof Troop, just recently came out and said, man, Kobe Bryant was right all of this time that I was soft. Dude, it took your dumb plum brain that long, your Rudy Poo brain that long to realize that you were soft as cottonelle tissues. All Kobe was trying to do is get you to the level. And you've heard Kobe say it many times, man. Playing with Dwight Howard made me appreciate playing with Shaquille O'Neal. Let me say that again. Playing with Dwight Howard made me appreciate playing with Shaquille O'Neal because Kobe understood the magnitude of what it was like when he played with Shaq. Shaq was another goof troop, but Shaq was a serious goof troop. See, that's the difference between Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. Shaq is what you call a serious goof troop. He knew how to turn the goof troop on and he knew how to turn the goof troop off at the right times. Dwight Howard just kept the goof troop on and then he would keep it going up and up and up and up and up. And instead of him taking the lessons that Kobe Bryant was trying to teach him, because Kobe Bryant is what we call a disciplinarian. He is what we call a totalitarian. That's what Kobe Bryant is. When he basically leads a team, he leads it, he strongs on the situation because he wants players to be the best versions of themselves. Kind of like he goes out there and puts 300%. His teaching method is that everyone else should be exuberating and everyone else should be putting forth the same maximum effort of 300%. And if you do that and you play the best versions of yourself, then Kobe doesn't have to tell you anything else because now he's getting the maximum proficiency or the maximum productivity out of you. Hence, if he gets that merits an NBA championship. This is how Kobe Bryant led. This was his style of leadership. This is what you call the Mamba mentality. And all he was trying to do was get Dwight Howard on page with that. But Dwight Howard would not understand and Dwight Howard would not pay attention to what Kobe Bryant was trying to do. Basically, he was molding him. Dwight Howard would have been a continuance of Kobe Bryant's legacy. But at the same time, it would have helped Dwight Howard out too, because Dwight Howard would have had NBA championships. If he would have listened to Kobe Bryant, he would be sitting with rings right now. Let me say that again. If he paid attention and listened to Kobe Bryant, he would be sitting with rings. The rings with the G's and the S's behind it, he would be sitting with championship rings, folks. But he would not listen. You know what I'm saying? When you are the younger guy and you need to be molded, at times you need to higgity freaking hush. Let me say it again. At times you need to higgity freaking hush. It's really that simple, man. Dwight Howard could have been sitting here with NBA championships. Just like Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol did what? Hear me and hear me well. He did one of those. He did active listening when Kobe Bryant was trying to teach him. I tell you, Kobe Bryant's hard, man. It's hard dealing with somebody like that. It's like me. It's hard dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're like that because the way that we drive ourselves, our ability to drive ourselves, our insane competitiveness, because I'm a competitive cat like nobody's business. Our insane competitiveness drives us for success. That's who we are. That's the fiber of our beings. So what we do is we can't take that same fiber of our beings and put it into somebody else. But we're hoping the aroma, we're hoping the pheromones of it can exude onto somebody else. Let me say it again. We're hoping the aroma and we're hoping the pheromones of it can exude onto somebody else. Because if you just get a snippet of it, then you'll be right there with us. Let me say it again. If you just get a snippet of it, you'll be right there with us. This is how Kobe Bryant led. This is how Michael Jordan led. And this is why I say people are hypocrites, because Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan had the same style of leadership. They did not have a lot of friends. You can count on your fingers how many friends Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant has. But at the same time, the same things that people love Michael Jordan for were the same things that people hate Kobe Bryant for. And you know why? Because people could not fathom around their brains that this guy right here plays so much like Michael Jordan. So they ended up hating this guy for no damn reason. I was one of those people at first. Kobe Bryant, let me give you guys a fun fact here and a secret. Kobe Bryant was not my favorite player immediately. He grew on to me. It was my brother, Big Dave, and E-Dub, my boy, that put me on Kobe. Because I was a T-Mac guy. You know what I'm saying? That's who I was rocking with. But when they started, you know what I'm saying, hey man, sit back and pay attention. Do some critical thinking here. Do some active listening here and pay attention to what we're trying to tell you. Look at what this man is bringing to the game. Look at how his work ethic is. Look how he approaches the game. Look at the mindset he has. Look at the championship practice habits that he has prior to him even winning. Look at how he dramatically gets better each and every single time that he practices. Look at the veracity and look at the exuberance that he plays the game of basketball with. Look at the assassin's mentality that he has. This thing is infectious, man. It's like myself on YouTube. I'm infectious, man. Hino's Sport is no longer Hino's Sport. It's Hino's Sport movement. Let me say it again. Hino's Sport is no longer Hino's Sport anymore. It's Hino's Sport movement. Because I'm infectious. I can't be denied. I can't be stopped. I'm untamed. That's Kobe Bryant's basketball game right there. He can't be stopped. He can't be denied. And folks have to respect that. So if I'm someone like Dwight Howard, I pay attention, man. I take out my notepad and get to the damn scribbling. Not only from that standpoint, I also operate. Because that's how Kobe Bryant liked his big men. He liked them to get in the post and work. Just like he used to tell Shaq, same thing he was telling Dwight Howard. Get your ass in that post and work. Because when you're a big guy and you have that physical dominance, you need to show that physical dominance on the basketball court, folks. It's really that simple. And Kobe would have molded him and would have had him right had he would have not been hard-headed and he would have not been a knot-headed type of individual and he would have just sat there for a second and listened. But here's the problem with Dwight Howard. He was too much of a goof troop. He was too busy, you know what I'm saying, impregnating baby mamas after baby mamas after baby mamas. That's his legacy in the NBA. And then, you guys know he's caught up with some other drama. There's too many media outlets that talk about it. I'm not going to mention it, but you guys can put two and two together. This is the legacy of Dwight Howard instead of him focusing on the game of basketball, because at least you would have something to fall on. Anytime a guy tells you that NBA championships don't mean nothing to him, that he's successful just because, that's not a guy that's a kid that has an assassin's mentality, and that's not a guy that's looking to win. It's really that simple, folks. This is Hino's Sport. checking out.